What is going on, guys? I'm Dan Man, aka Daniel's son, and we're doing a non-spoiler review of Mayans Season 3, Episode 9. And I'm going to keep this quick, brief, because I do have the spoiler review up, so if you guys want to check that out. That one was a little mini rant, and I'm just going to let you guys know right ahead of time, I thought this episode was a 7 out of 10. Elgin James actually directed this episode, and it was kind of funny because they had a new little bit, it was a different kind of transition into the intro, which the intro was cut very short, and then even the end credits was a little different. So there was a little different play in this episode when it comes to the intro and the outro, but the whole episode was directed fine. It was nothing too crazy. I've seen more imagination in previous episodes, even previous seasons. There is a couple shots I really like here. I really like a particular scene when they're all partying, and it's Steve, the character, the prospect. It's really a close-up on him looking around and to his surroundings. That was a great one. The cinematography was really good. It kind of reminded me of that Tupac video that he did where he had the camera kind of spinning around with all his outlaw crew. There's a lot of storylines in here that, like I said, it's a really, if you think about it, there are some scenes that slow down a little bit, that there's a lot of dialogue going on. But if you think about it, a lot of the storylines that we've been introduced throughout the whole season are in this episode, and it's really fast paced. You're really going through a lot of the emotions, going to point A, point B, point C. They're really covering a lot of ground here, and this is like an hour and a half episode, so they have to try to set up for that finale, and I think they did a good job on that. I think there's going to be a lot of storylines that are going to be closing up in the season finale. I know a lot of people are looking forward to certain storylines, and we got renewed for season 4, so that's probably going to carry on. I'm worried about some of the characters in this episode. After this episode, I'm worried about what may come of them in season finale. And was it executed well? Some of it, most of it was not, in my opinion. I think the weakest thing in this episode that made me go on that mini rant is hands down the script. Is hands down a lot of the decisions made for what these characters do, whether they do it at the right time or not. I think they dropped the ball on a lot of this stuff, actually. A lot of the things that I think they should have just done better. Some things I can understand. Some things I can say like, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. I would have done it this way, but the way you're doing it, I saw that coming. So the predictability is there right when you start watching the episode. You can see where this is going, where this is headed. But some of it, you're just like, that did not happen, but that should have happened. You didn't go all the way. So there is a lot of frustration in this episode leading into the season finale. But I think the season finale is going to be more cleaner, a better punched up script. This, though, really felt like there was a lot of holes when it comes to just the sensibility, the absolute intelligence of some of these characters, and the ruthlessness, right? The cartel's supposed to be ruthless. I'm seeing one half of the cartel be ruthless, but I'm seeing the other one, Miguel, not being so ruthless. So it's insane on some of the things that you would think that would happen in a show like this. That kind of doesn't happen, and you're just let down by that. And then there's big questions answered that I think are gonna piss everybody off. One particular character continues to have his storyline not executed very well. And honestly, why did he get that storyline? And why did it not finish early? There's a lot of questions after this episode. There's a lot of questions and baffling questions. There's a lot of things that if you think about it, that doesn't make any sense. They should have asked this question a long time ago. Too little, too late. So this episode is definitely a head scratcher, and it's definitely a don't think about it too much or you're really going to not enjoy yourself. And that's exactly what I did. So the episode, though, I would give it a 7 out of 10. There is some good things. There is some good back and forth dialogue. Of course, there's some strong suits. There's always strong suits when it comes to some of the character interactions. I do appreciate how they just kind of went with they introduced some of these storylines that doesn't make, like, why would you present this anyway in the season? But they're kind of like just finishing it off. I still don't know what the purpose of some of these storylines are. There is 2 storylines. Like, what is the purpose of this? And is it really going to pay off in the season finale? Or is it going to carry on to season 4? I'm thinking it might carry on to season 4, but we'll see. That's the questions I'm talking about. So behind the camera, it's a very good looking episode. There's nothing too crazy about it. Cinematography is always nice. The music choice is fine as well. The locations are always like, I always liked going into the clubhouse, and I always, Meth Mountain is still kind of like that gypsy kind of snatch kind of look. So I do like that as well. But yeah, man, that's all I got. I honestly wanted to keep this short, brief, and if you really want to know my full details on why I was ranting, then go to that spoiler review. But 7 out of 10, guys. I still think the season finale is gonna really kick ass. I think it's gonna be really fast paced. A lot of story. I think storylines are gonna wrap up really nicely and executed really nicely in the season finale. So I have hope there. Pun intended. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of other videos, movie reviews, TV reviews, you name it, I got it. Like the video if you want to support this channel. This channel grows when you like videos and you watch them. So make sure you share with friends and family. And I will see you guys on Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, where I'll be predicting the season finale with the Okius Taylor. We do that every Thursday, and we will continue to do more casts every Thursday and we will cover more SOA stuff. So thank you guys. I'm Danny Danielson. I'm out of here, guys.